lot of pride. You know, when you say Usmania, they do say that. So that's a pretty proud achievement for all our graduates who've been here before us, will be coming in future, and who are all here today. So this juncture, I would like to invite Dr. Anupama Gotumukula. She is the president of American Association of Physicians of Indian origin, as you know, and also an Usmanian. So it gives me great pleasure to invite her to the podium to give us, a few remarks and presidential address. Thank you. Let me also invite all the other API Usmanian alumni here. Dr. Vijay Gunagan, if you can please take a seat, everybody. And Sujit Punnam, Dr. Sujit Punnam. Dr. B.N. Rao Garu. Yeah. Yeah, you see. Dr. B.N. Rao Garu. Dr. Prabhakar Sharma Garu. Our CME coordinator for OGTKMA. Please give him a big hand. He does a wonderful job every single time without fail. And Nandu Gaurineni is our past president. We are waiting on some other, but we'll keep on. We'll start going. Oh, Dr. Suresh Reddy is here. I was waiting. Past president of API and of OGK TM. Is he here? Yeah. He's a busy man. Double role. He also, I would like to mention, pretty proud, I am from Oak Brook in Chicago, Illinois. And Dr. Suresh Reddy is also from Oak Brook. And he recently won in the public, Oak Brook Treasurer of the mainstream American politics. So, that's another very proud achievement as an Usmanian, as an API, to be that, and as our Indian Desi from Hyderabad. I guess is as soon as he comes, we'll get him on the stage. At this time, I would request Dr. Anupama Gotumukula to give her address.
Good evening, namaste, and happy new year to all. How are you all doing? Thank you. That's a very good answer. So no coughs, no chills, no fevers, nothing. 100% we are all vaccinated and we are here with the masks on. And thank you, Meher Garu, for introducing me. And I'm currently president of AAPI. Those who don't know about AAPI, it's the Organization for Indian Physicians in United States, almost 40 years old, and right now we have more than 1 lakh physicians in the country. And so very, very reputed actually. We serve every rural area in the country. So 1 in 7 patients almost are seen by a physician of Indian origin. So it's a honor to serve the rural areas, especially they love us, and so that's how we are known by Harvard study that Indian physicians are really, patients love Indian physicians. That's the good name we have in the United States. So every year we do this Global Health Summit, and this is the 15th year. And so this is one opportunity for us to connect to our home country, and also we do the summit every year wherever the president is, usually the home city. And so this is how I selected this city, Hyderabad. And I have a wonderful team here who helped us in 2019. Dr. Dwaraknath Reddy and Dr. Jhansi Garu and all the entire team. We are going to honor every one of them tomorrow. But lovely team, and so I got connected to them in 2019, but Again, I didn't know that. I thought initially we'll do in Bangalore, but now I decided let me do in my home city. So thank you so much for helping us doing such a nice event here. And let me talk a little bit about the API activities. And you heard me this morning, so we don't have to repeat the same things again, but it's a wonderful opportunity. I came here, I went to my dad's village and did that adopt a village thing in his village, and all the villagers were so happy that you all came here and doing some service here. So so we are more like a philanthropic service projects more in India, and also some educational projects. And API has 130 chapters, local chapters and alumni chapters, very strong representation, and specialties, so 130 plus chapters we have. And Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya is one of the biggest alumni in United States. 10%, almost 10% of physicians of Indian origin are from Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya. So it's a huge representation. Or I should say 10% of the entire IMGs are Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya. That's even bigger number. So largest representation, and every year we do our own annual events there. And it's lovely to have this wonderful team here, very dedicated. And let's welcome all of them, and let's hear from each of them what they would say about the alumni activities. And thank you so much, and enjoy the evening. Stay safe, put your masks on, try to distance socially, but be watchful about this COVID Omicron. And I'll stop here and let Meher take over.
Thank you, Anupama, for a wonderful address. Well, now we have our, just give a big hand for Suresh Reddy. He's back here. Okay. So, this time I would like to invite Dr. Vijay Gunaganti, hematology oncologist. He's the current president of OGKTMA, to give his presidential address. Thank you.
How is everybody doing? Awesome. Thank you and welcome to the beautiful city of Hyderabad. I'm really thankful for the local team of doctors and all the API, BOT, and the EC having this program in Hyderabad, and representing the Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya and Telangana. So when I went to med school, this Telangana area had only 4 medical colleges. 4. Now there are 22 plus, and each district they will be having a medical college in near future. And it's a great achievement to have so many medical colleges, because still, even when we are producing so many medical graduates, still we have an unmet need in rural Telangana. So thanks to Anupama spearheading the leadership of API, we decided to do 75 villages, adopt a village program. And Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya and Telangana medical colleges, we sent them an email saying, we want you to sponsor 15 villages in Telangana and 15 in Gujarat, 15 villages. Just pick where you were born or your parents were born, to just do something different. So each physician has sponsored a village, and we actually exceeded up to 20 villages in Telangana. And I went to one of the villages with Anupama last week, and we had 250 villagers where they never have seen probably a doctor, and we screened them for for all the parameters, health parameters, and also labs, creatinine and kidney function test, liver function test, cholesterol, hemoglobin A1C, and a CBC. So these, after 2 weeks, a physician will be going to those villages to give advice on abnormal labs and health maintenance. So thank you very much for API in doing this, and OGKTMA has played a very important role. As Anupama said, we are almost like 6,000 Indian American doctors from these medical colleges. So think of why I'm telling you all these numbers is if 15 doctors to 20 doctors sponsored one village, what would happen if at least a majority of these 6,000 doctors adopted some village? That would be a huge thing. Unfortunately, we did not have the health minister. Was to be here, but he had some respiratory symptoms. So we said, it's better to be safe, and he opted to not to come. But he actually, when I met him first time, he invited me 5 years ago to his house and said, you're an oncologist. Can you give a second opinion for my mother? So I went to his house and saw his mother, and good care she was getting. And at that time, he asked me, can you do something for the rural Telangana? So I said, what can we do? I said, okay, then I was an oncologist at that time, busy oncologist. I said, okay, let me brainstorm, how to spend my busy oncology practice in the United States and spend time here, which I have constraints. I feel bad that I could not spend more time, but having a program like Adopt a Village has really excited me. I was the first one saying, hey, I want to sponsor a village. So that way, it's a small step. A lot of times, a lot of villagers were asking us what's next. And next, we'll be launching more programs like this, improve, and all the healthcare is improving very much in Telangana and rest of the India. And really appreciate all the doctors who came from United States for this conference. You left your practice and you wanted to show your passion and compassion for back home folks. And it is so, everybody loves it, when we come here. And it's good to have even the medical students got inspired, like, oh my God, like, these many doctors are coming from United States and teaching us all the good things, how the right practices have to be done in the right way. And I just met another physician who relocated from United States and started a cancer hospital. Please say hello, Chiranjit. He has actually, I envy him, because we always wanted to go back and do something, and he did it, and we didn't do it. So thank you for your services. And he has started a 160-bed hospital in one of the districts here, Warangal, which is 100 miles from here. And he has got 2 clinics and tied up with a big cancer center. He hired one of the first medical oncologists in the district. Before everybody was going from this city to give the care. So we need people like you, and that inspires all of us to do something. So the bottom line is, please do something. Anything small step every drop matters. So I want to stop here and also thank again the local team, the medical students, Dwarakathnath Reddy Garu and his team, and Anupama's team, for making this a very successful meeting. And enjoy the Hyderabad. We have a lot of things to offer.
Thank you, Dr. Gunagankar. That was very inspiring. I think just to add to that, I think what he says about Adopt a Village is such an excellent program. But if local physicians out here and in the rural areas can also help in a hand as a local warriors for us, more than happy from the American and OGKMA to help out the Adopt a Village. But it would be so much more helpful. We have a local liaison person to let us know and say, hey, this village or whatever, this one needs it. It will be really helpful. So I would encourage that too. Moving on, I would like to invite next Dr. Sujit Punnam, cardiologist. He's a regional director of API. He's also an EC member. I don't have enough words to this gentleman here works so tirelessly. I must say, during the COVID, when API raised all the money, he was very instrumental in actually taking the task, working with SEVA, working with Red Cross, and giving every single small village. He went around, he did so much work tirelessly, I think day and night. Give him a big hand for that, I just say. So it really gives me an honor for him, And he is going to talk about the past and the present activities and what's going to do future for our OGTKMA. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Garu. Thanks for that generous introduction. Hello, everyone. a lot of familiar faces. I know a lot of people here personally. Some of them are very dear to my heart, and I know them for almost my life. And it's so surprising that, Vijay and me are sitting on the same stage. It was in 1994, we took a train to Calcutta when we took the USMLE step in Bangkok. So life has come a full circle. We haven't met for like multiple years in the United States, and just last few years we met again. Can you put up the slides, please? So I've been interested with the responsibility of showcasing what activities that OGKTMA has done, and I've been a president of OGKTMA like in 2017, 2018, and I got involved with this alumni association from 2014 onwards. So next slide, please. So I'll take you down, from the most latest on to the earlier projects that we have done. And I think this is the most recent one. As you all know, with all the COVID-related illness, there was significant amount of mucormycosis that has hit, Telangana, and most of these patients were getting referred to ENT hospital in Koti. And apparently there are about 800 of mucormycosis surgeries done in a single institution, which is like unheard of for that kind of surgeries in any part of the world, it looks like. So they were running short of equipment, and we got a request from the staff at the ENT hospital because to provide some equipment, and we put together because ENT surgical drills and a nurse station in the anesthesia working station in the OR. So it was quickly executed, and Dr. Dwarak Nagra, who was instrumental in putting up this Global Health Summit, also was our coordinator for this project at that time. So you can see that it was being handed over. And the most surprising thing about these projects, especially when it comes to COVID, is it was the speed. We were asking money and it was coming in, and next day you would be getting calls like, when is it coming, the equipment? So that's the amount of speed it was done with. So that was what we were glad it happened that way. Just before that, the second wave of COVID that hit India was in April, I guess April, May, and there was a clarion call given by Indian government that we need oxygen supplies in some format, and the only way you can transport is by oxygen concentrators. So we started off this project. We wanted maybe 30,000, 40,000, something like that. But to our surprise, we were able to raise about $175,000 for the general fund, and the donor directed, somebody says, get this equipment to a particular village here in Telangana or a particular hospital. The donor directed. So about 300,000 of that. So close to $500,000 is what we collected. And apart from that, there was another chest hospital in Hyderabad. They were falling short of BiPAPs, high flow machines, flexible bronchoscope, because they were taking all the brunt of this COVID patients. So that was equipped right away. And high school students and some of our juniors, they started the GoFundMe projects, raised about $25,000 apart from that. So we were able to gather about. The other thing is not only the money, we were not able to procure this equipment, because all of a sudden, just like supply chain disruption is there, same thing happened. Because it's India needing that, US was facing the supply chain disruption, So we weren't able to procure these numbers. We were able to do about 400 of those, and we tied up with Red Cross quickly. And you can see here, Honorable Governor in the Raj Bhavan ceremony was unveiled these 400, and then from then on we transferred them to different government and non-profit hospitals. Other one is you can see that Osmania Superintendent was getting the supply of that, and we also supplied to various non-governmental organizations. So they were doing a tremendous job, in and around Hyderabad, some parts of Warangal. And you can see those things were procured. And whoever got this, beneficiaries were like poor people, like, everything is provided costless actually. There's something going to Nizams, we gave some to Red Cross, and they were being used for a post-hospital discharge or pre-hospital waiting period. The oxygen concentrate was being used. And it was, we worked closely with the consul generals. Here you can see the consul general of San Francisco giving a tweet for a timely help for OJKTMA. And this was again in 2020 when the first when the COVID hit initially. As you all know, N95s, which are the most protective equipment for us from the COVID, that was falling short. And the house staff in Osmania Gandhi and Kakatiya were worried about it, and we got that information, and we were, we put together this program and we raised some funds, about $60,000. And you can see here, all the house staff were, given Dr. Shashikala giving away these masks, top of the line 3M masks were provided to the postgraduates. This was in Osmania, and this we also did that to the Gandhi postgraduates. And here in Kakatiya, Dr. Sandhya, you can see Dr. Sandhya handing over the PPE staff, and she's here in the audience. And thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for your help also during that project, actually. And just going back a little bit for, we also did a CIAM project. The entire department in the MGM hospital didn't have a CIAM for even orthopedic surgeries. We've done that, and it was deployed. And prior to that, this was one of our bigger projects that we have done in 2017, 2018. Defibrillation in ambulances, public ambulances, 108 ambulances, was not a service that was given. So we've introduced the concept of defibrillation in emergency care, and we put together this program of wherein we raised about 1 crore of funds and raised another $0.5 crore from the International Rotary. About 171 defibrillators in Telangana state were equipped, at one go in 2018. And here you can see then Health Minister Dr. Lakshma Reddy unveiling the things. So these are the locations, these are the districts in the number count. Pretty much most districts in Telangana were the beneficiaries. And we did a 6-month analysis, like, what's happening with the GVK EMRI operates the 108 ambulances. And we made them review, how often are these defibrillators being used and how often are they being successful. And in a 6-month analysis, 32 lives were saved. So these are the things that can go on and on and on. And in 6 months, that's all lives saved. So we take extreme pride in this project that we've done before. And apart from that, right from the beginning, we were, working with these 3 medical colleges to get the electronic journal subscriptions, electronic libraries, salary support for librarians, NRI Alumni Education Center in Kakatiya, and library at Girls Hostel in Warangal. We've done these things. Most of you might have, visited the NRI Alumni Center, put up at a cost of $1 million, in a 1 acre land in the KMC campus. Auditorium with 300 seating capacity, guest rooms, suites, and small conference halls and dining hall. Pretty nice facility. Everybody, uses it for CME activities and things like that. So these are the last few years that I can enumerate, and there are a lot of more things have been done, but I think this is what I could lay a hand on. So with that, I'll end here. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sujit. I know it must have looked long, but he has done a lot more than that, and it was very concise that you gave. So that was Please give a big hand because this is for the COVID relief. They worked tirelessly for this. Next, I would like to invite Dr. B.N. Rao Garu, President-elect, Telangana State IMA. A few words.
Good evening, Andy. If one wants to speak the truth, we must make first people laugh. Actually, I fit into this OGK better than anyone else because I joined in KMC, then I got a seat in Osmania. I got a seat in Gandhi, then transferred to Osmania. So, what I mean to say that I belong to all three colleges, so I am the fitting person to be called as OGK. Now, coming to the truth is, I am not scared of anyone except two people. One is Dr. Dwarak Sir, the second is Dr. Venkat Reddy from Karinagar, who is the cousin of Dr. Anupama Reddy. If at all there is third person, that is our President, Dr. Sampath Rao, who is here. Well, today's chief guest of today's evening function is Dr. Anupama Reddy, President API, and the President OGK ITMA, Dr. Vijay Gonganti, and outgoing President Dr. Nandu, and all other Anupama, and all other doctors, Dr. Sujit, other dignitaries on the dais of the dais. And I also endorse the presence of Dr. Sampath Rao, Dr. Narsingh, who is a outgoing national vice president, and our state IMA vice president, Dr. Ashok, and all other friends, ladies and gentlemen, and the press. I really congratulate Dr. Anupama Reddy as a president, under whose leadership this API program is being conducted. Of course, the backbone being Dr. Dwarkanath Reddy sir. Always he is also for the backbone for our IMA. A day spent in no one's help is the day wasted, is my concept, my commitment, my concern. And I am convinced that it is also the concept of the API. I once again really appreciate the API taking up this program. See, the life lived for others is worth living. This money, power are all temporary. Of course, they are necessary, but that doesn't give any content or satisfaction. I really, really appreciate this API taking up this program. On the occasion of our India getting freedom 75 years, it is very apt that they have selected adopted 75 villages, wherein the killer disease like silent killer disease like diabetes, prevention of diabetes, and then hypertension are being taken, and so also the cancer cervix. See, it shows that how much concern you are for the patients of the motherland. Wish that we had the same thing. As Dr. Sampath Rao, our president, said in the morning, definitely IMA would definitely coordinate and cooperate with your program now and even the future also. In fact, our IMA is not what it has been. It became very active and effective, strong. And we would like to seriously thinking of introducing the public health concept, which so far it has not been there. Previously, it was monotonously, routinely, IMA used to conduct the medical camps, free medical camps here and there, randomly. but we are convinced that it doesn't make any difference. To have something effect, we would like to introduce the public health that includes sanitation, drinking water, hygiene, and the correction of the anemia. We have one foundation started 5 years back, and my name, Beyond of Health Foundation. We have screened more than 30,000 government school children of the erstwhile Karimnagar district, out of which 7,000 children have been found to be anemic or given iron syrup with supplementation. And once this corona started, COVID started, done extensive service. We have selected the first 3 groups, like municipal workers, paramedical staff and medical staff, and the police people. More than 10,000 masks we have distributed, more than 5,000 or 6,000 sanitation, and then still giving. We even started giving the money also to the poor COVID victim families. In this aspect, I look forward the help from API and as well as OGK. Dr. Vijay is actually, even for our foundation also, 2 years back, he has given 1 lakh. I am really thankful for that. See, in last 12 years, in India, because of the ineffectiveness of government delivering the health care to the common man, more than 7 crores poor patients have gone below poverty line. Is it really not alarming? I feel it's really ashamed. Who is responsible? The responsibility is not the people. The responsibility is the political system that is existing in this. India, we say that our is a democratic country. It is all humbug. It is a democracy abused, manipulated, and organized only for one sect of the people, who are the power mongers who want to rule at the cost of the people. Anyway, that is a different story. Now, that is what I keep telling our president and our in IMA meetings also, that now, as of now, we have around 80,000 IMA membership. We request, suppose if each doctor adopt one village, as you have taken that, each doctor adopts one village, it means 18,000. But we actually, as per the medical registration, Telangana doctors are more than 36,000. So I was actually looking into the Kennedy biography last time when I was in the USA. I came just yesterday. Soon after he became the president, he addressed the nation saying that it is not what people are expecting from the government. People should ask what we are giving to the nation. I think that should be the motive of each and everyone. I once again thank API, Dr. Anupama Reddy, for successfully conducting this program. Wish you all the best. Thank you, madam.
May I request Dr. Anupama to honor Dr. Biyanda, the president-elect of IMA. No, please. Please.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I invite at this time Dr. Prabhakar Sharma Garu. He's a nephrologist from Odessa, Texas. He's also past president of Gandhi Medical College Alumni Association, and he's our Global Health Summit CME chair to give a few words on Gandhi Medical College activities. Dr. Prabhakar Sharma Garu.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm originally from Gandhi Medical College, but actually I completed my MD medicine from Osmania, so I belong to, OGK TMA. So we conduct our activities through OJKTMA. We have now actually combined our annual meetings under the umbrella of OJKTMA. We have combined activities, but we also have a alumni group for Gandhi, and it goes by the name of Gandhi Medical College Global Alumni Association. So we have been doing several activities through the GMCGA. Of course, one of the most important things is sharing medical knowledge with our colleagues here in India. So many of us, including Dr. Sudhakar Rao, who is an endocrinologist from Henry Ford, he's been there for 40 years, but he comes very regularly to India and to Hyderabad and conducts many symposia and seminars. Dr. Alok Agarwal, who was also one of the past presidents and is now again the current president of Gandhi, and myself, we both are nephrologists, and we conduct symposia in Gandhi Medical College. Almost every year, whenever we come here, we do that. Another member who has been passionate in our group is Dr. Pasupuleti Ram. He is a pain management specialist, and he actually started a course here in Gandhi Medical College. So besides that, Dr. Ravinder Reddy, who is a senior alumni member, started the International Training Center for ACLS and BLS courses, which is now going very big right now. And besides all these, we also have been involved and have been very active in some of the philanthropic activities. One of the things that we started was a free meal program for, as you know, in Usmania and Gandhi, many of the patients are very poor. They come from far off places. They don't have a place to stay. So a shelter home was built, actually with the help of Shivananda Ashram. There's a building in the back of Gandhi Hospital that was improvised into a shelter home, which houses about 150 men on the first floor and 200 women in the second floor. And we provide free meal program. It's been going on for years, and we have funds to fund that for many, many more years. We also improved the waiting area in front of the emergency room, and we are providing free RO water for the entire hospital, and provided the solar power supply for the hostels and alumni education center. The alumni education center in Gandhi Hospital was all funded by GMCGA. So there are several such activities going on, and we want to continue these activities. And one of the big joys of coming back here is to interact with our colleagues here and share the educational and other philanthropic activities. With that, I'll stop because I think there are more events planned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash Shumagaru. This time I would like to invite Dr. Suresh Reddy. He is a past president of API and OJKMA, and like I said, he's also Main Street in American politics, Oak Brook treasurer. Dr. Suresh Reddy.
Thank you, Dr. Medavaram, for the kind introduction. First of all, thank you, good evening, and my speech will be pretty short because I don't want to steal the thunder, which I usually do. But it's kind of scary feeling that you are the senior most OJKMA president in the room. I was the 28th president of OJKMA, and usually Dr. Sankurao takes that role, but unfortunately due to family situation he couldn't come. I want to give a brief history, and as we get older we love talking more about histories. How this whole thing started. The Hyderabad Medical College was established in 1846. That's the first medical college in the entire Telangana area. Then in 1920 it became the Usmania Medical College. Later on other medical colleges added. Gandhi Medical College, Kakatiya in 1959. And when I studied in Kakatiya, we had only 3 medical colleges. And I am intimately connected to all 3 colleges because I did my MBBS from Kakatiya, joined my MD Radiology in Gandhi for 4 weeks. Then I moved to Usmania Medical College for my MD Radiology. It's a long time back. And initially, we in US, we needed an alumni organization. Even before API formed, OUMA and other alumni organizations formed just to fight discrimination because we needed to connect. There was a lot of discrimination in those days, especially for international graduates. So we had to unite, and OUMA, and few senior leaders of Usmania alumni, they formed this organization called Usmania University Medical Alumni, OUMA. Because at that time, there was only one university that's called Usmania, and all Gandhi and Kakatiya were under Usmania. Later, then every medical college had its own universities. Kakatiya became under Kakatiya University. So they said, I think we should, that Usmania University term lost its significance. So we said, okay, let's change the name. It's called OGKMA, Usmania Gandhi Kakatiya Medical Alumni. And I was one of the initial people where I'm very proud to say that I was intimately involved to build an alumni center in Warangal. We raised $1 million, and I did all the paperwork like Sujit does now. I did all the flyers, I did all the stuff, and we raised $1 million with all the seniors involved. We built a huge, very beautiful alumni center, and it's still, Sandhya is here, my classmate, and it's still put to full use. And following that, Gandhi did a similar building, and Usmania did. And OUMA's first project was electronic libraries. They did computers and electronic libraries in all the 3 medical colleges. So most of the students in this area, especially in Telangana area, or called Nizam area at the time, are very closely connected to all these 3 colleges because you did residency at PG at one place, internship at one place, and medical school at one place. Coming to, then it became OGKMA, then recently the state divided, so we had to add the word Telangana somewhere because now there are like 40 medical colleges or something, and 3 became 40, and now from Khammam, Karimnagar, they came to us and says, we want to be part of this organization. So then it just went on adding names, so we said, okay, why don't we just add the word T? Last year, like 2 years ago, when I did the Global Summit, we came up with this novel idea of doing one OGKMA night and one ATMG night. ATMG is an association of Telugu medical graduates in United States that includes Andhra and Telangana, because here it could be different states, but in the United States, we are still one family. The entire Telugu family is very closely knit, and we are all one family. And thank you. And usually when your presidency is over, you fall off the organization, and more, as you see, we don't see that many past presidents here. It happens in API, it happens in most organizations. Very few people stick on. One was Sanku Rao, he's not here today. Another one recently we noticed was Dr. Sujit Punam. Please give me a round of applause. He's very passionate about OGKMA, TMA runs in his blood. The minute you say OGKMA, he'll wake up in the middle of the night and he becomes active. And we delegated him the responsibility of executive treasurer so that he keeps it moving. And especially during the COVID time, he did enormous service, and we raised funds, but he's so meticulous, and he makes sure from point A to point B, starting from the like what you call egg, larva, pupa, and caterpillar. He makes sure everything is delivered to the end point. That's because most of the people just give up after a while. But and he also has a pet project of AED. We donated several hundreds of defibrillators to all the ambulances in the Telangana area. And this all stands as an example to various other states. Initially, Anupama planned to do the global summit in Bangalore. And because of the COVID situation, she had to reconsider. And we have a wonderful team here. I will try to remember all the names, but it's like we have an entire spine here. It's 33 vertebral bodies, many more. But Dwarakanath Reddy and the entire team, Saluja ji, Nainihal ji, and Jhansi ji, and all others, and especially Batina, everybody, and there are so many people who really stood up and said, we will do it in Hyderabad no matter what. And there was a point last week when the president we were not sure if Anupama will be able to make it. The team said, President, here or not, we are going to do it. So please give a round of applause to the local JHS team. Thank you so much. And I may have forgotten some of the names, I apologize, but thank you all the JHS team. Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh. At this time, I think Dr. Dwarakanath Reddy Garu, without him and all this, these wonderful arrangements and all, please give a big hand to them. And we have to recognize the local team. Without you, we wouldn't have had this program. It's such a wonderful program. So, oh, go ahead. Dr. Sujit Punnam would like to say a word.
So Suresh was very generous when he was talking about me, but I kind of follow his footsteps. So he is into mainstream US politics now, as you were told before. He's a trustee in Oak Brook. And when he became trustee, we kind of started telling him that this is nothing, we won't be satisfied until you go to the US Congress. So we'll be rooting for that, Suresh. We'll be counting on that.
I think bear with us for a few minutes only. I think I won't take much time. I'm not going to talk here anyway. I'm just here to present my team, because in this COVID situation and various stands, you all know, we took the challenge and then did it here. And so it is my duty to introduce my team to every one of you. I request please be here. Vivek? Yeah, Vivek, please come. Yeah, nice of it, Dr. Vivek, come. Vivek also joins in felicitating our team. I think. Okay, I think. I also request Dr. Sampath Rao, please come over, because he was there with us in the morning and he has given already. So that's the reason he is not here today in this. Now, please come. You join this felicitation team. And may I request I call upon Dr. Rajendra Singh Saluja, please come over and get felicitated. Rajendra Singh Saluja, please. I think all of you join and felicitate. Also, and next may I call upon Dr. Naunihal Singh, please come over. Dr. Naunihal Singh, please come over. So, and next in the line, Dr. Sachidanandam, please. Dr. Sachidanandam is the senior most, I think, among our lot here. Sachidanandam, please. I think once you take the plaque, you can stay back for a photo also, no problem. So, like Sachidanandam. Now I call upon Dr. Jhansi Rani, please. The duo who did the wonderful job. And here comes Dr. Jhansi Rani. And may I call upon Dr. Bala Reddy? Please come. Bala Reddy, please. And Now I call upon Dr. Subhakar. Please come. Dr. Subhakar Kandi. So, and but not the least, Dr. Janaki Srinath. Is she around? No. Anyway, I think this is the team we all of them together. With their support, I could do so much, and give a big applause to all my team. Thank you very much.
Well, and all this would have not happened, but the best leader, I guess, is Dr. Dwarka Reddy garu. So. Thank you, wonderful team. Thank you again. At this time, I would like to invite, he's coming in, my very good friend, Dr. Vivek Anand. He's a Usmania alumni and also former MP from Peddapalli. Please come in and give a few words as an alumni from our college. Give a big hand for Dr. Vivek Anand.
Good evening to all. First of all, I would like to congratulate American Association of Physicians of Indian origin to have their alumni meet here. I'm one batch junior to Meher. I belong to the Usmania Medical College 1975 batch. And unfortunately, after passing my medicine, I shifted to business, set up my own enterprise. Did well. Then I shifted to politics. I was a member of parliament from 2009 to 2014. I'm right now presently in BJP. And must say that when I was doing medicine, we had very good memories in our college, very good batch of our 75. We are still connected with each one of us. We keep regularly meeting here. And many of my friends who are in US also, I keep visiting every year to be part of our OMC group. I must say that when I entered business, because I was a new entrant, I didn't know anything about business. The only thing which really helped me in business was how we used to study medicine. Long hours, understand each subject and then move forward. And that's the simple rule I followed when I was doing business. We have more than 5,000 employees. Right now, I also run a media house in Telangana, V6 News and Velugu newspaper, one of the most impactful media house in Telangana. So I'm happy with what I learned from our medical school. And once again, I would thank all our professors and thank Meher for inviting me here, because this is an opportunity to meet all old friends and colleagues. So thank you very much, one and all.
Thank you, Vivek.
I think may I call upon Dr. Charanjit Reddy, please come over Yeah, Sujit.
So, last time we did the OGKTMA was 2 years ago, and we had one of our alumni was doing a tremendous charitable work. So we honored her, and this year we would like to recognize one of our alumni, a junior to me in Kakatiya Medical College, Dr. Veeramalla Charanjit Reddy. He's a working hospitalist in the US multiple years, like he's been since 97, right? 97. Yeah, so the difference is that he established a non-governmental organization called Bannu Arogya Seva Society, and is doing tremendous work in the rural areas. He set up a special education school for children with intellectual disability in Kazipet with our 125 people. In 2016, he built a 16-bed charity hospital in Etur Nagaram in tribal area in the Murugu district. And he supplied medical supplies to Warangal hospitals in Murugu. And through his NGO, he's conducted neonatal support programs, and also is doing drug de-addiction program for teenage drug addicts in Warangal right now. He also established a child line, 1098, a national helpline to save children in need of district of Murugu tribal area of Telangana state. So in recognition of his service, OGKTMA would like to honor him tonight. I would like to request the chief guest to do the honors, and Dr. Anupama Gotimukla, RP President, to do that.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Pratima. Please come to the podium. Dr. Pratima. Okay, why don't you?
So, Dr. Pratima, are you here?
They come.
So, we have Dr. Pratima here, who is the alumni of Andhra Medical College. But when she reached out, she came up with a proposal that she wanted a book launch. So I was surprised. And turns out that it was COVID Chronicles. All of us have had multiple stories with the COVID, and she has penned together a book, and she wanted the book to be launched tonight. So we would like to do that today. So Dr. Anupama Gotimukla, if you can please come and do the launch for us, please.
Play that video. Yes, come. Okay, come. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So before we have the vote of thanks, we're going to have a musical note. We cannot end the program without that. So Dr. Sahadev Garu, surgeon, is going to sing a song on NRIs.
భారతదేశ స్వాతంత్ర్య అమృతోత్సవ సందర్భంగా సభాసదులందరికీ శుభాభినందనలు. ఆకాశ మార్గాన అమెరికా చేరి మన దేశ కీర్తి పతాకాన్ని రెపరెపలాడిస్తూ భారతీయ మూలాలను విస్మరించకుండా గ్రామాలను దత్తత తీసుకున్న మీ విశాల హృదయాలకు ఈ పాట అంకితం. మీరే మీరే తొలివేకువ ఉదయించిన ఆశా కిరణాలు, మీరే మీరే వరభారతి గల సీమను దివ్యాభరణాలు ఉన్నతాశయాలు ఉన్న ఉత్తుంగ హిమశృంగం చదువు సంస్కారాలతో విహరించే విహంగం వినయశీల పరిమళాలు వికసించే సుమరాగం జగతినంత ప్రగతి పథం నడిపించే అభ్యుదయం మీరే మీరే తొలివేకువ ఉదయించిన ఆశాకిరణాలు మీరే మీరే వరభారతి గల సీమను దివ్యాభరణాలు తస్కరించ వీలులేని జ్ఞానామృత సాకారం ఎంత ఇచ్చినా తరగని అమృత జలకాసారం అగ్ని పరీక్షకు నిలిచిన అచ్చమైన బంగారం అగ్ని పరీక్షకు నిలిచిన అచ్చమైన బంగారం కొత్త రూపు దాల్చే చిరుకోర్కెల సింగారం మీరే మీరే తొలివేకువ ఉదయించిన ఆశాకిరణాలు మీరే మీరే వరభారతి గల సీమను దివ్యాభరణాలు మాతృదేశ రక్షణకై సమర్పించు త్యాగం నరనరాల జీర్ణించిన వీరగాథలుద్వేగం తరతరాల మన సంస్కృతి వారసత్వ పటుత్వం పాశ్చాత్య దేశాలకు ప్రవహించిన విజ్ఞానం మీరే మీరే తొలివేకువ ఉదయించిన ఆశాకిరణాలు మీరే మీరే వరభారతి గల సీమను దివ్యాభరణాలు భరతమాత నుదుటనున్న మహిమాన్విత సింధూరం భవితవ్యపు బంగారు గోపుర ముఖద్వారం భరతమాత నుదుటనున్న మహిమాన్విత సింధూరం భవితవ్యపు బంగారు గోపుర ముఖద్వారం శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానానికి సాగించిన అధ్యయనం విశ్వకల్యాణానికి అదే మంగళవాద్యం శాస్త్ర విజ్ఞానానికి సాగించిన అధ్యయనం విశ్వకల్యాణానికి అదే మంగళవాద్యం మీరే మీరే తొలివేకువ ఉదయించిన ఆశాకిరణాలు మీరే మీరే వరభారతి గల సీమను దివ్యాభరణాలు నమస్తే
మీ అద్భుతమైన కవితా గానానికి మా అందరి ఎన్ఆర్ తరపు నుంచి హృదయపూర్వక జోహార్లండి.
సో ఎన్ఆర్ఐ డాక్టర్స్ గురించి కరెక్ట్గా వెరీ యాప్టీ హాస్ ప్రెజెంటెడ్. ఈజ్ ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ రైటర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఈజ్ ఎ జనరల్ సర్జన్ by profession, and he was my senior in the college, but I think absolutely the way he has presented this about the NRI doctors, we are thankful to him. Right.
Thanks. So before the vote of thanks, we forgot to mention one thing. I wanted to, this is something that API has been doing, but we didn't say anything about it yet because it's mostly done in US. In addition to Adopt a Village, in America, what we are doing is each and every chapter, we have started to do 75 cities, blood donation by the physician groups. And this is regarding 75 years of American independence. And for this, it has been a monumental task because of the COVID, we had such a low, blood actually in all the blood banks and all, and it was crisis. So, and people were actually afraid to come out and donate blood because of the COVID. So the only way that we thought at least we could come out, and I just want to say I'm the chair of that, and we took up this task saying that if we could make it as a friendly area. So we started having small groups and made it as a very a very safe environment, and started, and all the physicians, each city, they came out and we donated blood. So far, we have done 38 cities. Each time, it was overwhelming response. We would find a weekend, and we've been doing it. I just thought we cannot, pass this without telling you all, and we have 75 cities to go. I would also urge our local doctors also maybe to take up something like that, because donating a life is, what else can you do? More donation. There's nothing more than donating a life by giving blood. Thanks again. So, at this time, I would like to call our past president, Dr. Nandu Gaurineni, to give us a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Meher Garu. Good evening, everyone. It's been such an honor to be part of this wonderful event. Hosting a OGKTMA night during the API Global Health Summit has been a tradition. And I'd like to thank Dr. Anupama Garu for giving us the opportunity to host this event tonight. Many of our OGKTMA past presidents have become API presidents, and a wide round of applause to Dr. Suresh Reddy Garu and Dr. Anupama Gottimukkala Garu for being the presidents, and would like to this continue in the future as well. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guests who took time off their busy schedule to attend our event and grace this occasion. A wide round of applause and thanks to Dr. Dwarakanath Reddy Garu and all the organizing committee members for hosting such a wonderful event, and thanks to your hospitality. Finally, I would like to thank you all of you present here for making this the time to be with us today and helping us make this event a grand success. Thank you all, and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Osmania, OGTKMA people not only know how to work, they also know how to party. So please stay on. There'll be Dr. Amit Chakravarti will be here, and we'll have a musical extravaganza. People enjoy your dinner and the drinks, and please stay on to enjoy the evening. Good night.
Not just dinner. You start off with the liquids first. So liquid party is there. Enjoy your drink, over the performance, and then have dinner. Please, thank you very much for your valuable time and attention for this particular event. Thank you.